Howdy. Let me show what we're working with here. Looks like my desktop audio is peaking a little bit. I'm going to bring that down. So, the premise of this game is there's a bubble gun. You shoot people with it. They float. And then if they float high enough, they'll hit that ceiling with the spikes on it. They'll die, and then 8 seconds later they respawn. We've got a couple things we need to do today. This level's pretty small, so I would like to expand it if I can. Maybe we should add like some kind of slider for aim speed. We need to make an escape menu and make it lock the mouse when the escape menu is not open. Yeah, there's a couple other things probably that I'm not thinking of. I might take another crack at this bubble shader because like it's like relatively visible. I feel like it looks a lot like bubbles, but gameplay wise it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with it. So I might try and figure out what's up with that. Let's see. So I gotta prioritize right now. I don't have too much time. I'm gonna work on this level a little bit. I'm gonna start by opening this door up. This is a program called Trench Broom, which I really like. It's a level editor very similar to Quake. So if I grab this with the edge tool, like I can like resize that, duplicate it, then move the duplicate. Thank you, Little Master, I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm gonna expand. Okay. I'm gonna draw a brush down here. And I need to grab the bottom of it. That's going to be in this view. I don't know my keybinds yet in this program. Looks like that's E. So we'll raise that up. It'll create like a little door. I'll switch that to using bricks. Grab this here. Grab this. Grab this face, and we probably just want to expand this quite a ways this way. And you know what? This will be like our base plate. So one of the things about this game is that it needs to be pretty much totally enclosed inside the area, and there always needs to be spikes on top. Otherwise, it just like doesn't work as a game, because you have to be able to hit the ceiling for like this to actually like matter. So I'm gonna grab this edge. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this, and we're going to kind of have a hallway with like a divider in the middle of it. I think that'll look cool. So expand that out and then do the same there. One more. I'm going to grab this, expand that. This kind of blocky level design is very very nice to work with in a game jam context. You don't necessarily get the nicest looking levels out of it, but you get levels very quickly. I'm just gonna expand this out this way. I believe I kind of sheared it a little bit. That's one nice thing over Roblox that you can do with these, is you can just kind of grab any edge and like move it however you want, which I think is pretty cool. And actually I think we're gonna use that in this area to do something like this maybe. And then how does that look? Is that clipping? It is clipping, but we can fix that later. Well, actually, let me see. Let me see here. How's that look? So it looks like there's a seam on it, but I can't tell exactly, like in the level, where the seam is. So I think it's okay. Oh, I see it. It's up there. So we actually... Ooh, that's tricky. I think what I need to do is grab this vert and scoot. That's not the vert that I wanted. Scoot that back a little bit, and we can get like a little bit of overlap without anything, any like Z fighting occurring. Actually, how does that look? Okay, I'm using these like sort of guides on this level editor to tell me exactly where I should be placing these to get something relatively symmetrical. Okay, I'm gonna grab this edge here. Let's just shear it. So that's 4 blocks. Cool. Now I'm going to add a couple. You know what? I'm gonna actually make this a bit deeper too, because I want to try something out gameplay wise, where low ceilings are going to be more dangerous. Uh-oh, where did my grid go? Okay, apparently hitting 0 toggles the grid. I'm pretty new to this program. I used it for the last Global Game Jam, but by my standards, that's pretty new. Where is the vert tool? I keep losing track of it. Here we go. That needs to be a coincident point, and that should be okay. I'm gonna line it up there instead, just so we lose all risk of any Z fighting happening. I'm gonna draw a few extra walls. Oh wait, no, I need the move tool to draw brushes. I'm not totally sure why you use the move tool to draw brushes and not the brush tool. A brush is a old Quake term for like these kind of blocky, easily manipulable things. Can I lock this? I need to well, before I lock it, I'm going to expand it. Make our base plate nice and big. Lots of room to work with. We can always carve out of it. This is not a very good circle. Can I do, yeah. I'll do these 256 degree increment, or 256 block increments. Can I turn on grid snapping? Grid snapping is on, in fact. It's like snapping right past it. Oh, that's irritating. Looks like that one was too, though. Okay. It's not gonna matter that it's like slightly askew. The player ideally shouldn't escape the level at any point for it to like, for them to notice. Looks like this face needs to be brought down. Bring that back to 16. Duplicate, and then I'm gonna move that across here. Hey, sweetie.
Are you hungry at all?
I could eat. I mean, I just had some waffles.
Okay. No. I'm gonna heat up some leftovers.
Okay. So we've got this little area. I think I want to put something in the middle of it. We'll throw in a brush. Why isn't this making brushes now? Oh, that's not right. Actually, what do we think about metal for the floor instead of grass? I feel like it suits the environment a lot better. Maybe I need to make some kind of like tile, like a floor tile type situation. Okay, this thing. Can we lock it? I gotta look this up. Apparently we create a group, and then This is what I'm working with, like documentation wise. This is pretty messy. Oh, and Firefox is frozen. That's fun. Unless, did this open a window somewhere? Okay, no, Firefox broke. It's been doing this to me recently. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can just extrude stuff out. No, actually extruding this, I'm not totally sure how. Hmm. So if I create a new layer here, I'll call it like floor. Hmm. I don't know how to move this to its own layer. This is the problem of using software you like use once a year for game jams. I need to pull up chat. I don't have chat up right now. I gotta keep a pretty close eye on time today. The deadline is at 5 o'clock my time, 7 Eastern. At least I think that's the deadline. Might be later, or earlier. Either way, I need like something like this. Needs to be a bit longer. I need to make it out of this spikes material too. Oh, that's very deep though. Damn, that's really deep. Okay. Pull up the edge tool and we'll just shore this up a little bit. Okay. This has gotten moved from where I want it. We need it over here, I think. Yeah. Okay, I need to lower it by 1. And then we're gonna grab this face and drag that in. So now I have this danger ceiling. So now I need another one of these. I think instead I'm gonna... You see, I'm grabbing this floor underneath. I still haven't figured out how to lock it. Like, this is such a useful or useless thing. Okay, I need you to like read the manual, I think. I think the intended way to do locking is with layers. That like move selection to layer thing is just not highlighted. Like or move selection to layers like grayed out. I wish I could like see the contents of this layer. Anyone with lots of trench broom experience? I'm probably just missing something really silly. Well, that'll let me move that selection to the layer. Okay, now it's just working. Move selection to layer. Lock. Now I can't accidentally grab the floor. This is awesome. Okay, perfect. So I need a spikes over here. Grab this edge tool. I want to move that in, and I want to move this out. Then I need to move this up a bit. I actually want this to be very high. Cool. I'm gonna make another layer. I'm gonna call it ceiling, and then I'm gonna lock that one too. Alright, it's been a while since I've run this in Godot, so I'm gonna go ahead and export this. And bring it into Godot here. Well, that's not supposed to be spikes. I do really like how this spike material came along, though. I worked on that last night. Made it, I think, pretty nice. It's got like parallax mapping and stuff going on. Ooh, okay, wow, that got really messed up. I'm gonna come in here and fix the paint job up a little bit. Though it honestly, like, it looks fine in this view. I'm going to turn off editable children on this. Delete these static bodies. And then make these editable. Okay, something's up going on with this thing's import settings. That looks fine to me, you know? Okay, it is fine. And this. I definitely need to fix that clipping. It's even clipping in here. I don't know why I didn't bother. Okay, you can slow down the camera by scrolling in this. It's like not letting me select this. Is it locked? Did I add it to the floor? This is in floor, not ceiling. That's the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that face here. Can move that in. And then I think what I need to do is figure out how this brush tool works, so I can extrude out. So we've got that part. Then we do that. So now if I hit enter. Oh wait. You hold down shift and then you can extrude it out. Then I can hit enter, right? Ooh, ugh, crap. I don't, what's this thing doing? Alright, back to this brush tool. Okay, now I've created this brush. I should be able to grab its edges and pull those in. And so now there shouldn't be any gaps. It should look relatively seamless, and there's no Z fighting happening, which is kind of everything I wanted. So I'm going to export this as a wavefront object. And I can take a look at it in Godot. That looks much better. Cool. Floor shiny. I'm gonna save it. And then I need to generate collision for all this. Which you do by selecting all of these, hitting this mesh button, and then pressing create collision shape. You usually want to do it as static body child. And these are all convex shapes. So I'm going to use this single convex algorithm. And we kind of just need to do this every time we re-import this level. There used to be a plugin for Godot that was very nice and would automatically do all of this, like, importing stuff for you. But unfortunately, it doesn't work with the current version of Godot. So I'm going to mark this as being spikes. I'm going to mark this. I got to set up something to do it like by material at some point, I think. Okay, that is spikes. I don't like exactly what's going on with that. Maybe it didn't generate the collision normals correctly. This is spikes. And then that's spikes. Actually, I think spikes needs to go on the static body. Whoops. Spikes. Spikes. Alright, let's give that a shot. And there's no collision. I think that fixed it. This level might be way too big. Okay, yeah, that's too big. That's an easy fix, though. The collision's not working on that. Okay, collision works on that, so I think I just didn't mark that one properly. The idea here is that hallways are going to be pretty dangerous. At least more so than like normal areas. I haven't full screened this game in a while. I need to make a sound effect for the weapon, I think. I'm gonna do that at some point today, if I can manage. Okay, yeah, air strafing definitely works. It's pretty dangerous though. So like you can reduce your gravity in this game, and from that point you can do like source engine style air strafing. Because I ported it over because I thought it would be cool. You can build up a lot of speed that way. You can also b-hop, I think. Because I subtract friction last. I may need to mess with some of the parameters for that to work properly though. You kind of want to have some bubbles on you pretty much all times, because then you can move like crazy. I think also I need to make the bubble gun have some, or carry over some of your momentum, because currently it doesn't inherit any of the momentum of the weapon. And I think if I do that, it's gonna feel a lot better to strafe around. So I'm gonna grab let's see. I'm gonna grab the global position of this. I'm gonna do var last global position. I'm also going to change this to a physics process because I'm starting to do some physics inside of this gun. I'm going to have this variable called inherited velocity. And that's going to equal global position minus last global position. And then we're going to set our last global position to the global position. And then we also need to divide this by delta time, because it's a meters per second quantity. And then I'm going to grab this inherited velocity, and I'm going to multiply, or no, I'm going to add it to the bubble's initial linear velocity. So let's see how that does. The debugger is freaking out. Oh, I tried to start a server without... Ooh, okay, I definitely need to fix that. I definitely like that better. There is a ceiling, or like a global like height limit to stop you from like escaping the level and then just flying up forever. All right, I'm gonna shore up some of this netcode because my netcode is terrible.
I'll have to turn you back up to 200%.
I'm not. I think I need this lobby. So I think one of these things can error, and I'm not checking it.
Shock mount. No. Do you know exactly what kind of?
I'm gonna expand that out a little bit, make it a little bit easier to look at.
The driver to the newest one.
Okay, this create client does return an error. Still figuring out this mic stuff. Hopefully maybe that's a little better. One second. Threw a pop filter on it. Right, this error message. So I really wish the Godot engine had better error handling. Let's try that out. So now this should stop us from trying to join a server that doesn't exist. It did not. Why is there no error if there's no server that exists? Hmm. Ooh, okay. So we've got these. Hmm. I want to like await either of these. Okay, I think on the client, I need to make some kind of thing up here. Okay, I'm gonna make handlers for all of these methods. And then in this ready, I'm gonna do multiplayer dot connected to server dot connect. I'm gonna bind this to on connected to server. I'm gonna do that with the other ones too. Okay. Need to handle these cases now. So I'm gonna move this stuff into on connected to server. I'm gonna drop that part. On connection failed. I need to, let's see. Get parent dot, this is our root scene. So get parent dot get node main menu dot visible equals true. And then I need to do multiplayer dot peer peer equals null, I think. And then I do q free. I'm gonna handle disconnection the exact same way. Okay, so it timed out there and it kicked me back to the main menu now. Cool. Now I need to add something for the player to disconnect, like of their own volition. Ooh, also apparently you can shoot while you're dead. I should probably disable that. So on this weapons server here, I'm gonna do if held by. I'm gonna check player server dot player state dot dead. I'm gonna just not process anything as the gun if the player is dead. Okay, now I can't shoot with the gun. And of course, that's all implemented client side. Don't want anybody trying to send bad data over the network and cheat. I think what would look good, but I don't think I'm going to get around to it, is to actually do some kind of like tessellation on this surface, which would let me make like actual spikes that stick out without costing too much in terms of like draw calls or geometry. But I don't really know what I'm doing as far as tessellation goes, and I also really like how this PBR material looks, and I don't know if I can like have a tessellation shader and do PBR at the same time. A PBR shader, of course, stands for Pabst Blue Ribbon. No, it actually stands for physically based rendering. Man, I think I did a pretty good job on this metal texture. All the textures in the game are 32 by 32. They look a little blurry. Blurrier than I would like. It's canvas textures. I guess that's what I want. It's already set to nearest. I'm gonna turn off mip mapping and see if that gives me my intended effect. Doesn't look like it. Kind of looks worse. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's no mip mapping. There's like banding happening there. All right, I'm gonna turn that back on. If you don't use mip maps, you end up with moire patterns. You can still end up with them a little bit without them, but I think it makes moire patterns worse. At least that's my understanding. I'm gonna go grab coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm gonna make a menu which lets the player exit, I think. Ooh, I did want to see what it looks like if the server disconnects. Okay, it just boots them out. Awesome. I'm gonna go into the lobby menu. Ooh, I think it would be cool to get like a specular effect on those bubbles too, but I don't really know how to do that. This is a job for another day. Add some like Fong lighting to the bubbles. All right, what the hell am I doing? That's right. I was gonna look at the controls menu. Mm, that's actually kind of intimidating. Oh my gosh, what am I doing right now? I'll make it more level. How about that? The level's not looking complete yet. So I'm gonna grab this. Okay, so I'm gonna make like an octagon shape on the ground here. Did I just move the ceiling? I'm gonna lock the ceiling. I'm gonna unlock the floor. I'm not allowed to unlock the floor? I have no. Why does it say that? I think I need to reload this program. Where is all of the textures? Edit. Let me look at my preferences here. And yep, it lost the game. Cool. Wait, that works better than it did last time. Okay. Stick nasty. Um, right. So I wanted to select this floor. May I select the floor, please? May I please add it to this group? May I lock the floor? Okay, cool. I actually need it unlocked right now though, because I'm gonna be drawing on it. I'm gonna grab like that's 6 by 6. I'm gonna make it kind of ovular. Um, and let's do like a little. Oh wait, I can't like make it concave. That's fine. I'm gonna grab it and extrude it upwards, and it's actually gonna be pretty high. It's gonna be higher than you can jump, but not higher than you can bubble jump. And then I need to set its material. Um, need to put this back on browser, and I'll set this. This can be our metal material. So, kind of working with this situation here, I'm gonna copy this, move it down here. We'll copy this one, move this one up here. Now we got this kind of roundish room going on. Maybe? I'm not totally sure. Oh, are these different thicknesses? They are different thicknesses. I didn't notice. Looks like the room is relatively even. I drag that out. Oh. Well, interesting. Okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. No, that is actually bugging me. I can't just do that. Pop, and then pop, and then pop. Why is this still uneven? What the hell? Oh, I think that then need to unlock the ceiling. Okay, it's not anything anybody will ever notice. Except you all, because I showed you all. I'm gonna grab this. Gonna rotate it 180 degrees. And move it. Got our nice little symmetrical room. Oh, it didn't duplicate it? Okay. I'm gonna duplicate. And then re-rotate. I think I need to shrink this down a little bit. Well, I guess this doesn't need to be totally symmetrical. I think it would actually be better if it wasn't. If I move this bottom edge up, just a little bit, and we have some like height variation in this room, and I'll take this object and I'm gonna move these edges back a little bit. Now it's not quite centered in the room. I do want to add like maybe a little thing like detail on top of this. So I'll grab this like little edge tool thing. The right surface, yeah. Would like this to be a little bit more constrained. I don't know if I could like bevel this. Oh. No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, come on. Let me reset. There you go. Okay, that's our base. I'm going to push those edges out. I'm going to push these edges out. I'll use shift. Extrude it like this. And then you can set the material to be bricks or something. I'm not sure exactly what it should be. I'm not exactly sure what this object is. Other than like a gameplay thing. Let's make this go all the way up to the ceiling. Okay. I need to put spikes up here as well. So I'm gonna lock default. It looks like that's not accessible. Also, that doesn't look right. Can I please select this thing? Why is this in the... I'm confused. Relock the... Okay. What? You're telling me that this isn't... Can I ungroup? I think this is grouped. I think that's the problem. Okay, these were grouped. That was the problem. So you go in the ceiling layer. This needs to get removed from the ceiling layer. This needs to get added to the ceiling layer. This needs to get removed from the ceiling layer. Six objects. That still seems like too much. I move around. Okay, that's fine. I do need. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna move it down with the edge tool. I'm going to add to add to the ceiling. Already on the ceiling. I'm going to set it to this like spikes texture. We want every single ceiling surface in this game to be covered in spikes. Otherwise, the game doesn't work. So coming from here, I kind of want to have two side rooms and then a hallway down here connecting them. So in terms of level layout, grab this bricks texture. Um, kind of wish you had like invert brick brushes. I don't really think that's a thing though. Yeah, I think what you need to do in this game is just make walls explicit objects rather than doing just interior, which is better anyway in terms of gameplay. So, how do I want to do this though? I'm gonna make a ramp. Do I need to lock the floor? Now this is actually these things are gonna come in useful rather than getting in the way. Um, make a little ramp. Going to grab this stuff. A little high point. This needs to be metal. I think this ramp is too long. I'm gonna grab this floor here. Oh, I can't now. Whoopsie.
some. Yeah.
That darn Christopher. So I haven't checked if I can like cut holes in the floor or not. Oh. This floor is all kinds of fucked up. Like delete stuff. I might be in the wrong mode to delete stuff. There we go. Okay, now I need to make a proper floor. I think if I just go up here, I'll just switch to Edge mode. Excuse me. Okay, so now that I've got these, I think I can subtract or go into object mode and subtract that from this. CSG. It just deletes it. Maybe it really doesn't like this like vertical. I'm probably just using it wrong. I want a hole here. I don't have much time left. My deadline is earlier than I thought it was. I'm gonna keep moving. Lock ceiling, lock the floor, unlock everything else. Okay. Gotta keep moving. Um, this is gonna be a ramp and an entrance. So I'm gonna do the entrance part. Um, do the ramp part now. This metal. And okay, so I'm gonna make a few areas with this ramp. Uh, and we'll do like a little loop-de-loop type situation. Edge tool. Put up a little pillar in the middle. And then when you're in this hallway, well, okay, this area I want to be a little bit taller. Or no, I don't actually. I want to have kind of a very low area where it's very dangerous to traverse. Now that I've done that, I should just be able to make walls pretty easy too. Just draw them in. And then, so over here I need like a ceiling. I need to grab the floor of this and move it up. Shrink that in a little bit. No, wait, not that way. I need to shrink it this way. Need to grow it this way. No. I'm getting confused as to what my views mean. So I think I just need to extend it out. That's a little far. I think down to here. Expand it on the sides here. Okay, and now I think I can just draw more ceiling in. So now I need to make these ceiling spikes, except that means I need to pull this in a little bit. And draw some wall along this. And then I'm gonna group or move these to the proper layers. That's, oh wait, no, that's not right. Looks like it was placing stuff into ceiling by default. Oh, that means default. Okay. That's good to know. I love learning programs an hour before the game jam is up. Um this, what is this? Is this meant to be a ceiling? I think so. It needs to be one higher. Made out of spikes. And then this was supposed to be also be a ceiling, I think. Make that out of spikes. I'm gonna just pull this out a little bit. Okay. We're getting there. $45 minutes. Okay, I want to do something similar to that room over here. So I'm gonna just. Oh, there's no ceiling in this room. That's fine. I need to grab the bottom edge of this, the bottom edge of it, duplicate it, move it down, turn that into spikes. Unless, could I have just done that with this? Whatever, it's too late. I ain't got time for making good geometry. I'm still bummed that I can't subtract this. Howdy. I don't know if you're still here. Nope. Sorry, I've been very focused. Um, shrink that down. 20 or 40 minutes.
But almost oh oh
30 minutes. It'll work. Hello, Zeepelgarp. We're in like the last 30 minutes of this game jam. Working on a map right now. You can see. I'm about at the point where it's ready for import. Um, if I duplicate this, and shrink it in a little bit. Be herpless. Um, Wait a second. I think this side shrunk. No, that's exactly right. Okay. Now I'm going to take the top of this. We're going to have a pretty large pillar in the middle here. And also, oh, I'm ADHDing about this. I just got an idea. Where is it? On this is kind of a complicated level. I'm gonna turn this object into spikes. Um, okay, we got a few areas now. I think this is good enough. I don't really think there's much else to do in here. There might be, ooh, hey, I was just about to say there might be a way to escape the level that I don't know about. Looks like I moved this over by accident. So, fix that. Um, okay, I'm gonna save this and I'm going to export it as a wavefront object. Now I should have this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and gotta set up collisions now. How am I gonna do that? I need to reset this. I select children. Alright, I'm gonna delete this, I think. I think that's my best bet. And then inside of this level.tscene, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna introduce this level.object. I'm gonna do 0, 0, 0. I'm gonna change its scale to 1.0 over 16. That should be about right for the export scale here. And then I'm going to let's see. I'm going to set editable children to true. I'm going to select all of these children. I'm going to, let's see here. Hit this mesh button. I'm going to create collision shapes. I'm going to use single convex because all of these should be convex. Ooh, I did that wrong. Create collision shape, single convex, and collision shape placement needs to be static body child. Okay. So now I need to select all of these ceilings. And I need to mark them as such. This part's going to be a little bit tedious. I might mark something as spikes for the sake of the workflow right now. I'm just going to make it invisible. I'll make it all visible at the end. This is spikes already. What I could probably do is change it so that way if you hit any ceiling, rather than hitting just a spike ceiling, you die. But I'm kind of running into the end of what I can change. Sorry, I'm not talking much. This is getting pretty close to the wire here. Here, static, spikes, visible. I gotta see if there's any visible spikes anywhere in the map, because if there is, then I missed one. Yep, here we go. Static, spikes, off. I think I have all the ceilings. Okay. Now I'm gonna go through and make them all visible again. I'll stop and see if I see anything invisible. In this menu. Very spiky. It actually could be spikier. I kind of wish that the depth, like the most extreme depth option in Godot was deeper. I've seen people do some crazy shit, excuse me, crazy shit with parallax mapping before. Godot seems to kind of only do like a bare minimum. Okay, let me try it out gameplay wise. Oops. Z fighting. Doesn't quite line up. I'm gonna move this over to another screen so you all can see. Um, let me make sure I can actually die on that. Yep, you can die on the spikes. Thanks. I think I need to speed the player up because now this level is much larger. You've got this pretty large area, which the idea was to give a relatively open area. All right, I'm gonna make the player speed a bit faster. Um, we're gonna put that at max speed. We'll double it to 12. Might be too fast. Let's try it out. I definitely want to add mouse sense settings before I like release this properly. I'm about 13 minutes to the deadline though. Hit some spikes there. I think I did pretty well for making a game in 48 hours. Um, I think I probably spent about 36 hours actually working on it. More probably more like 30 because sleep and such. There is a vertical limit to how high you can get. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't like that. How come I died again? I don't know if I have time to fix that. I think I want to make maybe as like before I finish, I'm gonna move a bunch of spawn points into the level. So if I look at the level.t scene, I'll hide this geometry and lock it. And then I'm gonna look at the spawners. So we got that there. I'm gonna move this one and spawn up here. I'm gonna move this one into this hallway. Where the hell did it go? Okay, wow. This one can go into this room. I need a few more spawners because the max player count is 32. Just placing around spawn points. You know how it is. Make it so you can spawn like up here. I'll put another one on the other side. The spawn algorithm just round robins between these. Have a spawner up there yet? I'll throw one up there regardless. I think I do actually. One on this bridge over here. Um, see how that does.
How the fuck is she killing me?
Mm-hmm. My girlfriend's playing Marvel Rivals in the other room. All right, and then I'm gonna join as a client. Both. Wait. Windows Shift 6. Windows Shift. Ah, my keybinds are crazy. Windows 5. Windows Shift 6. Windows 5. Windows Shift 6. Where is this player? Okay, there they are. Should pop them. They're in the big room. Wait, why did I die there? I think something might be marked as spike that shouldn't be. Ooh, and it looks like I have a spawner inside of some spikes. Whoopsie. Well, I got about 5 minutes left on the deadline. I'm gonna go work on some submission stuff. I think the game's like pretty much in its final state. Um, at least like for the game jam. I'm kind of considering working on it after the game jam to see where I can take it. Thanks for watching, everyone. And yeah, I might release this like on my itch.io page. It's gonna be a little bit hard for people to play it, because you need to have a server host, for it. So like somebody's got to port forward and all that. I might end up doing like a Steam release or something if it's like if there's any demand for it, and just like charge $1 or $2 for it. Um, and then if I do that, then you'll be able to just join on people like through their Steam profile and stuff. It's gonna make the whole like process a lot easier for playing it multiplayer. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.